Who's someone you'd give your very own life for, risk anything and everything for? Who's that one person you'd give the whole world to, even at the expense of your own? For me, that person is rightfully my big sister, Lexus. She's been with me since the day I was born, never failing to catch me before I fall. When I need someone to put my full trust in, it's always her. And I've always admired her for her brute strength, quick wit, and many other things about her. She's the most important person in the world to me, and my closest family. My sister is worth way more than 5 minutes of words, but any opportunity to show her off is one I'll take. For instance, slipping, tripping, stumbling are all things I tend to do way too often. But my sister always comes around and catches me right before that big fall. On many occasions, life experiences and certain situations have led me right to the end of a cliff. But Lexus always knows the right answer to come around and pick me up to keep me moving forward. She has my back through every single heartbreak, loss, argument, fight, you name it. She's who keeps me going on a daily basis, and I owe some of my biggest achievements to her. I've learned countless survival, social, and personal skills from her, like how to fix something insanely quick with something ridiculous, or personal skills like how to calm myself down in an anxiety-inducing situation. Even when she's juggling her own life problems, she makes sure that we have a relationship that we both can be comfortable in. Not only is she my biggest influence, but my best friend. I've always been able to rely on her for just about anything and everything. If there's one person on earth I trust more than anyone, it's her. Lexus and I have had an unspoken loyalty to each other since we were little, and our loyalty has both kept us out of and caused trouble in the past. Growing up, we were the only constant in each other's lives, so we both quickly caught on to each other's mannerisms. So far, we have an unbroken trust with one another, and I genuinely believe she knows what's best for me, even if she doesn't know what's best for herself. So why wouldn't I put my money on someone that seemingly knows me better than I do? The moment I knew her trust was real, though, was the night I snuck out to go to a party in Mount Pleasant, because I stayed partying. And I foolishly thought my mom had gone to sleep when she very much hadn't, and my sister texted me to get home and even stalled my mom for 20 minutes talking about her ex from 2 years ago, just so I could get my butt home. But that was the old days, because she told me and helped me to stop and kept me inside before I got into too much trouble. With that, Lexus is one of my biggest role models for some of the most admirable reasons. Ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to do everything that she did. She's always been very intelligent with a quick wit in many different ways. I, on the other hand, am quite the opposite in most cases. She could argue like a Harvard graduate lawyer and pass any class she put her mind to with ease. And she could always handle what was thrown right in front of her with no request for assistance. She was so fearlessly strong about every single obstacle and encounter that life has thrown to her. And I've never seen my sister cower away in the face of fear or danger. Nothing has ever stopped her before, and no matter what, she keeps going. So at a very young age, she became my role model and remains to this day. Without a doubt, Lexus will always be the one who means most to me. I trust her fully with much more than my own life, and she has never done anything to betray our trust or our relationship. All my life, she has set perfect examples of strength and intelligence for me and how to use those skills to my advantage. She's my best friend and manages to keep me from making stupid teenage decisions that would inevitably end badly. Growing up, all we had was each other, so we quickly became each other's biggest fans and still are to this day. And I could argue until I was blue in the face that she is the best sister in the world. She played a big part in who I am today, and I wouldn't even be close to this point without her in my life. Bragging about Lexus never gets old, and I'm glad I could bless you with this information about her for the past 5 minutes, the same way she's blessed me.